Welcome to another episode of Casual Citizen, an ongoing series about the upcoming first-person MMO Star Citizen by Cloud Imperium Games. I'm your host, Alyciana from the Mystic Worlds Gaming blog. In this week's episode, I'm going to discuss Nyx. It's the next star system we expect to see implemented in the Persistent Universe Alpha for playtesting. Please sit back, relax, and enjoy. Begin transmission. The first time I looked into the Nyx system was when CIG released the Nyx Landing Zone preview. ATV-55 discussed progress on the landing zone and how it's being constructed as an open-door bazaar, which really piqued my curiosity. On the Arc star map, Nyx's faction alignment is listed as unclaimed. It was discovered in 2582. That time period was the height of the newly formed UEE territorial expansion. Nyx consists of 3 unremarkable planets circling an F-type main sequence star. Located directly on the border of a dark nebula, visibility and scanner use are limited due to the gases being discharged. The system's few inhabitants are rather fond of being able to fly under the radar, if you get my meaning. Lacking in valuable natural resources, the system is not known for possessing much of interest. However, it has gained utility as a waypoint for haulers flying the Castra-Stanton run. Be forewarned, piracy is very common in this system. Travelers are advised not to veer off the standard space lanes, and even then, your safety is not guaranteed. Nyx 1 is a coreless, heat-swept world that has been picked clean of any valuable minerals by the military-backed mining contract with Gold Horizon. This was to supply resources to Killian to help with the Empire's growing war efforts. This resulted in the planet being stripped of all its wealth within under 50 years. Little evidence of human habitation remains now. Nyx 2, once an edge case for terraforming, is a smoggy and desolate world. Its thick clouds of acid and carbon dioxide place it at the edge of the system's green zone. EVA on the planet itself is lethal. Even if explorers are protected from corrosive elements, they will be unable to function in the high-pressure atmosphere. Nyx 3, the final planet in the system, is located far from the sun's light and is an ice giant. A massive ball of frozen water and ammonia vapor, Nyx 3 is neither a candidate for terraformation nor one that contains any minerals or resources worth extracting. The planet has no breathable atmosphere, and while a ship with onboard life support could survive for a time on the surface, there is little reason to attempt such a feat. EVA would be impossible, and external ship repair would likely be easier in a vacuum. For myself, I've been paying attention when a system contains a gas giant or an ice planet. This is for future reference related to player professions. We already know that gas giants play a part of manufacturing fuel using ships like the Starfarer. We've yet to hear about utilizing resources from ice planets, but I suspect they may also play a role in one or more of the player professions. Asteroids. There are 2 asteroid locations in Nyx, the Glacium Ring and the Keegar Belt. Neither contain remarkable or valuable minerals. However, coupled with the nebula gases, they provide a very good place to hide. That's not to say that small mining operations won't benefit from the asteroids found in Nyx. We'll have to wait and see the mining profession in action to make that determination. If it's anything like Eve, even common ore is necessary and can be a profitable occupation. What we do know is that a number of small settlements have been established on those asteroids, all of whom must import goods from other systems for their survival. Traders and cargo haulers take note. You have a captive audience of potential customers when serving communities that live on or inside of a rock. That said, remember that this is a relatively lawless system and you enter at your own risk with your goods and your ship. Notable locations. Delamar is the most important of the asteroid settlements in Nix. Located on one of the system's largest asteroids, it's hidden deep within the Nix belt. The station can be visited by anyone passing through the system, just don't be surprised if strangers are viewed with a wary eye. You may remember Delamar from the amazing Pupil to Planet demo that showcased Star Citizen's upcoming procedurally generated planet tech. Unless CIG's plans have changed, we're likely to see parts of Nix temporarily inserted into Crusader for playtesting. This seems to imply they believe that the content will be ready for alpha testing before Nix itself, and the required jump point mechanics aren't in the game yet. To reach Nix from where we are now in the Stanton system requires 2 jumps, one from Stanton to Pyro, and then from Pyro over to Nix. Another important location in Nix is the abandoned Gold Horizon facility. Gold Horizon was founded as a prospecting corporation in the middle of the 26th century. They were renowned for their prefabricated mining stations. Using their prefabs, an entire mining operation could be carried along with survey ships and deployed immediately. This helped to prevent claim jumping, which was very popular during this period. Observing that vast amounts of the economy were being devoted to supporting expansion and terraforming projects, Gold Horizon opted to move from mining into planetary transformation support. The result of this shift is the Gold Horizon Space Station, a distinctive ring-shaped platform deployed around the galaxy. It was used to house terraforming workers, their equipment, and their support systems. Although very popular and highly profitable, Gold Horizon's fall from grace came quickly. It's speculated that the Imperator was offended by their decision to move their headquarters from Earth over to Terra. Whatever the reason, government contracts ceased, and private developers were urged not to purchase Gold Horizon equipment. Within 5 years, Gold Horizon was driven out of business. History aside, a major lasting impact of Gold Horizon comes from their generally indestructible space stations. Dozens of Gold Horizon stations remain scattered throughout the Empire, mostly in areas of space where terraforming began but was deemed unprofitable and abandoned. The stations have become warrens for illegal activities, inhabited by loners, survivalists, corsairs, and worse. Surviving Gold Horizon stations are mostly in distant systems. Their use ranges from black market bonanzas to deadly battlegrounds fought over by competing pirate shock troops. In comes Star Marine, Star Citizen's upcoming FPS module. The location of this in-game proving ground is speculated to be the abandoned Gold Horizon facility in Nix. Show notes. The show notes will contain links to the Nix Galactic Guide and the ARC star map. I'll also include the Nix Landing Zone preview and Pupil to Planet demo. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, please consider subscribing to my channel and giving this episode a thumbs up. It's greatly appreciated, and doing so helps the show's visibility, making it easier for others to find their way here. As ever, be kind and fly safe. This is Alyciana signing off until next time. End transmission.